Good evening, Mustang faithful. I'm Garrett Sesko, and I'm joined by Evan Smith, Matt Carroll, Garrick Poe, and Mr. Todd Lavars. We come to you all the way from Uniontown in Fayette County to bring you excitement that will be the Mustangs versus the Colonials. The Mustangs march in the stadium hungry for a win after losing the Penn Trafford Warriors 45-7. On the other hand, the Colonials are desperate for a W, especially since after last week's 65-0 loss to the Franklin Regional Panthers. A Mustang to watch for here tonight is number 1 running back Billy Guzzi, who with over 400 yards to his name has been a workhorse for Plum offense. A Colonial to keep an eye on is number 7 Dominic Llewellyn, who is the undoubted leader of this team. This game will initiate the second half of the 2018 season for both teams. As we get set for kickoff, what do you guys think about this matchup?
Well, I think Plum has a very good chance of coming back in the win column here tonight. As the game is underway, it is 2nd down and 18 to go. Albert Gallatin has the ball. Fullback run up the middle for about a gain of 5 yards. For number 2, Cole DuPont.
Hey guys, if I could break in here, I talked to a couple of the players today. Max Moltalsi, one of the things he said was they were kind of preached about, like, let's watch some of the Highlands tape. Let's see some of that enthusiasm that we had earlier in the year, that energy, and really fired up some of the players. They want to play with that energy tonight. And I was talking to Jimmy Schrupp, too, a lot of excitement around the team this week, and he really thinks that excitement and that enthusiasm's going to go into effort on the field. So they're looking forward to this game.
Yeah, I talked to Ryan Hubner, the backup quarterback, earlier today, as they get a quick rush there. He was talking about how he believes this week has been their best week of practice since the season started, and that they're really excited about this game, getting back into the W column.
If they are to get back into the W column, their defense needs to be standing out tonight. They can't give up anything bad. They can't. They got to play smart, you know. Their offense needs to be on point, too.
Looks like there was a roughing the passer call on Plum, so that will give the Colonials a first down at their 48-7 yard line. 1st and 10 here on the second set of downs. Inside handoff to number 2, Cole DuPont, for about a gain of 4 yards.
That will be number 68, Adam Garden of the Mustangs. Gain of 4 yards on the play, brings up 2nd down and 6 for the Colonials from the Plum 49-yard line.
2nd and 6 here. Moody takes the snap. It's going to be...
Keeps it for a pitch to the outside to number, it looks to be about number 25, Torrey Robinson, for another first down.
Something else the players heard from Coach Morgan this week was stay focused and stay on your assignments. So even if you get a couple first downs against you here, don't get unfocused trying to make the splash play all the time. Just make sure you stay in your lane, stay on your assignments. Good things are going to happen.
Exactly, I agree with that. Too many times big plays have occurred, and it just hurt the Mustangs. Inside handoff to number 2, Cole DuPont. Again, tackled there by what looks to be 68 Adam Garvin for a gain of 1 yard. So 2nd and 9 here with 8 minutes and 54 seconds here. Seems like they really enjoy giving that ball to number 2, Cole DuPont, right up the middle. Done that about their majority of their plays here tonight. Drops back for a pass, gets taken down.
Great play there by the Mustangs defense.
I mentioned last week how they need to start finishing their tackles, and right there, Mustang man held on, managed to get the quarterback down. So that's some of the stuff they weren't doing in the past few weeks.
Third and long here. The Colonials offense needs a big play to continue this drive. The
That they do here.
Mustangs just need to hold them off. Toss it to 14.
And he's going to get through the defense.
Excuse me, 24.
Big run there by number 24, Christian Stone.
And they're going to mark that as a first down.
The Mustangs need a big stop here.
Levin takes it.
Quarterback takes it himself. It's taken by number 11, Brady Moody. Tackled there by Seth Norcutt for about a gain of what looks to be 3 yards there.
Gain 3 yards on the play brings up 2nd down and 7 for the Colonials from the Mustang 25-yard line.
Second down and 7 now from the 25-yard line. Gallatin inside the Mustang zone.
Brady Moody takes it under center. Takes a snap, hands it off to number.
And carrying the ball, hit number 2, Cole DuPont.
Takes the ball, gives the ball to Cole DuPont for about a gain of 4 yards here. So it'll be a 3rd and 1.
Number 2 in the backfield here. He's going to push the pile.
Quarterback sneak.
And on the quarterback keeper,
number 11, Brady Moody. And there is another penalty on the play here. Looks to be on our Mustangs here for maybe unsportsmanlike conduct. That's what it would be, an unsportsmanlike conduct on the Mustangs.
Yep. The Mustangs have had an issue with getting these penalties throughout the year. It's one of those things they have to work on, like Eric keeps saying, play smarter.
Yep.
You can't be giving up those 3 yards, especially when they're already this close to the end zone.
Their defense hasn't been playing bad. It's just these penalties. You saw them on 3rd and 11, but they gave up. They only really gave up that play, but everything else is Colonials got to come from penalties.
And they're going to rush it up the middle. Touchdown, Colonials.
That was number 24, Christian Stone, for about, it was an 8-yard touchdown run to the left.
That's going to put us up 6-0 here with 5:47 left in the first quarter. As number 32 comes out here to
Nathan
kick.
Sutton. Kick is good, 7-0 Colonials. With 5 minutes and 47 seconds left in the first quarter. Colonials are up 7-0.
Yeah, that was just a great drive by the Colonials. Not only managing to get the score, but managing to take up more than half of the quarter with it. So the Mustangs will have slightly less time to work with. Might have to run a hurry up, and if they don't score here, then that could be even worse for the pressure front.
There is also another quarter of left,
Yeah, I know,
quarter
but
and a half. So
yeah. Looking towards later in the game could be an issue with it. Anytime you can give up a drive that's almost 7 minutes long, it's just not a good thing.
No way. Nathan Sutton drops back for the kickoff.
Great kick by Nathan Sutton. Fielded.
Taken there by big run.
Gets by.
One more person to beat.
He's
Great
go
way, goes all the
way.
way for about a 90-yard kickoff return there by Reed Martin. That is an excellent way to start out their first possession. He must have broke 3, 4, 5 tackles there for a great return there, but for about almost what looked to be a 90-yard kickoff return.
And how great is that? Typically, when you see a big return with that, you're looking for the flags on the field. You're looking for the holes, the blocks,
Exactly.
the back. Nothing there. Clean play for the Mustangs. Great run and a big splash play to get on the board.
Definitely played smart there, not giving up any penalties, and great way to start.
And just like that, all the momentum is away from Albert Gallatin. Crowd's in silence now. And we have a tie game.
It's up by Tyler Kronkowski, and it's good. Tied game there, 7-7 with 5 minutes and 43 seconds left in the first quarter. Your Plum Mustangs tied the game.
That is the first touchdown they scored in 2 games, I believe. 3? No.
So after a big play like that on special teams, you want your defense to come back here and make a big stand, really get that momentum, capitalize on it. Great opportunity to do that right now.
I say we try to take advantage of the momentum. Albert Gallatin's offense has had shaky hands keeping the ball. They're averaging about 5 turnovers a game against their offense. So this could be a chance, get a splash play here, take all the momentum for us.
Tyler Kronkowski's kick is up. Very good kick there.
Fielded by 25.
And stuffed it around the 23-yard line.
Torrey Robinson was on the play there. Tackle was made by Zachary Fields of the Mustangs.
As we get set up here for their second possession of the game, wanted to take a quick moment to shout out Albert Gallatin's been extremely hospitable to us as we came in today, helping us park, setting us up here in the booth. We can't quite get the all of the end zone in the shots here from where we're set up, but we want to thank them very much for their hospitality.
Another inside handoff to number 2, Cole DuPont, for about a gain of 4 yards. And I tell you what, they have loved that option today. They have ran it possibly 80% of their plays.
Gain of 5 on the play brings up second down and 5 for the Colonials from their own 29-yard line.
Moody takes the snap, hands it off. Number 2,
DuPont again.
DuPont. Yep.
Cole DuPont, tackle made by number 56, Braden Kohler. And also number 8, Nicholas Suka.
3rd and 1 here for the Colonials. Now this is a big third down here for the Colonials and the Mustangs here. For Mustangs, if they get a stop, they can get the ball back and extend on their momentum that they just had.
False start on the Mustangs right there. This looked like the Mustangs might have been a bit of movement on the offensive line.
That's encroachment there on number 78 on the Mustangs.
Yes.
So that will bring them up 5 yards in the automatic first down.
Jumped us just a bit there.
If both defenses keep playing like this might as well be a shootout game.
Yeah, coming in, I was almost expecting a defensive battle, if only just for how the offensive of each team have been playing. But could go either way in this game. And
Fumbled
and recovered by the Mustangs.
By number 7, Max Matulski. He takes it deep for a touchdown there.
That is great defensive play by the Mustangs. That's Max Matulski's first touchdown since the game 1 and his first defensive touchdown of the season.
And back to attempt the extra point will be number 23, Tyler Kulikowski.
Tyler Kulinkowski lines up here for the extra point here.
Well, it's only fitting that after I say something about the defense is the defensive score.
And the kick is up.
Kick is up and good there, 14-7 with 3 minutes and 50 seconds left here in the game.
Yeah, Albert Gallatin now has another chance. Wash away that mistake. Maybe score another point on our Mustangs, but it's up to the Mustangs. Keep on this. Get another shot down there.
Please bear with us at home there. We're adjusting our camera a little bit to get you guys the best shots of the end zone. Like I said, we're a little cramped up here in the booth. We have Garrick Poe manning the camera right now, doing an excellent job. We want to also take this opportunity here, myself and Mr. Barat. We really appreciate the guys coming out and doing a great job every week. This is great real-world experience here that they're doing. Set themselves up for a career in some aspect of communications, digital media arts, sports broadcasting. We're very excited with what these guys do for us every year. So thank you guys for donating your Friday nights to coming out and helping us.
Thank you, Mr. LaVarge, for that quick shout out. We appreciate it.
It's always a pleasure being here. I love doing this. So
The football games are really what I look forward to each week.
yeah,
I love coming out here and doing this.
it's a great way to end the week. It's the Mustangs kick it off now. Gets to around the 10-yard line.
Number 25, Torrey Robinson takes the kickoff and brings it up about to their 28-yard line.
Well, the Colonials offense comes out here after that offensive slip-up that led to a touchdown for the Mustangs defense, looking to get something working here again. That's number 11.
On quarterback keeper, number 11, Braden Moody.
He's going to be
sacked there by number 67, Joshua George right there.
And also assisting number 51.
Second and 12 now. Our last one went for loss 2. Handoff. Oh no.
Fumbled there again.
And looks
And
like
picked up by the Mustangs there.
Great defensive play.
Another turnover there by our Mustangs. And looks like somebody is injured on the play.
Uh-oh.
And we do have an injured player on the field.
Evan, you mentioned the turnovers that the Albert Gallatin has been getting each week. You said they got to be careful with that, and they haven't been great holding on to the ball. Looks like what you've predicted came to pass, as they've already had 2 turnovers in this game, still in the first quarter.
He did mention on our way here that they average about 4 fumbles per game on the run. And the Mustangs have been taking advantage of that with their second forced fumble of the day.
We'll hope the Colonial player is all right. I wanted to mention this will be the first offensive series, really, for the Mustangs here. One of the things Hunter Linhart said, they might try to throw a couple wrinkles in tonight, a couple plays that they haven't had on film yet, try to catch them off guard a little bit. We haven't had an opportunity to see that yet. It's been 14 points scored. Here we're but only 2:51 left in the first quarter, so we'll see if they do have anything up their sleeve here, as they are getting close to the red zone already. And again, we'll wait for word. Hopefully the Colonials player is all right.
Yep, the Mustangs are lucky to get to start this drive on the 30-yard line. So great field position, get another score on the board.
.251 left here in the first quarter.
As the crowd gives a ovation here. Players up, thankfully.
Was number 71. You like to see that after an injury, him running off the field. He is grabbing onto his neck, so that's a scary moment there.
And with the fumble, Plum will have first and 10 from the Colonial 29-yard line.
First and 10 here on the Colonials' 29-yard line. Hunter Linhart's taking it under shotgun with number 1, Billy Guzzi, to his left. Billy Guzzi gets the handoff, breaks it outside, and is tackled, taken down out of bounds by number 20, look to be 28, Caleb Lang.
He's going to move the chains here for a first down, setting the Mustangs up in the red zone.
Yep, starting on the 17-yard line.
Mentioned how fast the clock was running when Albert Gallatin had their first possession, and now it feels like
this is an interesting play here, right here, boys. Number 2 and number 9, Logan Brooks and Reed Martin, is set off to the left, and also number 72.
They're going to hand it off right up the middle to about the 5-yard line.
Great play by Billy Guzzi there. As I said in my intro, he's definitely the workhorse back for the Mustangs, and he's been shining throughout the entire season, as he has more than 400 yards this season.
Yep, we had a couple weeks where our other two running backs, Jimmy Schropp and Preston Sunday, were both injured. They're back now, but with the way Guzzi played during that opportunity, you got to believe he's going to keep the workload on him.
Looks like the Mustangs are in Wildcat option formation with Reed Martin. Takes a snap, tries to reach out for the end zone. He dives in for the touchdown there.
A touchdown, Reed Martin's second touchdown of the night. That's going to make the score 20-7 with 2:05 in the first quarter.
What a great play to get around to the end zone there. That was phenomenal running to the outside. He didn't have any room. He had to stretch out just at the very end to get it. That's a play that you see college and pro players make there. Not always going to see that awareness at the high school level to get to exactly where he needed to get to. It's a tough angle to do, but he was able to do it for a second touchdown of the day.
Kick is up and good by Tyler Gronkowski.
Now Plum is up 21-7 on
With
the
still-
Albert Gallatin Colonials.
With still 2 minutes and 5 seconds left in the first quarter.
Number 24, Christian Stone. Number 25, Corey Robinson. Kicking off for Plum will be number 23, Tyler Kulikowski.
Oh, almost muffed there by number 25. So they're going to get him around the 20 here.
Corey Robinson. Tackle made by number 1, William Guzzi on the play. Close ahead, first and 10. We're off the 21-yard line.
Oh, man.
Sacked there by for number 78,
That's,
Akil Washington,
yeah,
for about a loss of 10 yards. So second down and 20 yards here for Albert Gallatin on their 11-yard line.
great penetration by the Mustangs defense there as Akil Washington gets a sack. Let's see what the Colonials do here when it's second and very much long. And
Run up the middle by Cole DuPont for about a gain of 1.
Tackle made by number 78, Akil Washington. And it's here with a third down and 18 for the Colonials from their own 13-yard line.
Moody takes a snap here.
Pass play here, he rolls
Run
out.
Hit hard. Oh,
Stopped right at the line.
it's gonna get.
There is a flag back behind the play.
Yeah, that might be unnecessary roughness. You see how hard he hit him. But I could be wrong. looks like a face mask penalty.
Holding penalty.
Oh. See what it is.
Actually, it was a face mask penalty on the Mustangs.
The tackle itself looked like a good form tackle to me. Not sure where the face mask happened there, but
I think it was behind the play because they threw that flag really early into the play. So it might have been like almost an illegal hands to the face there on the Mustangs as they were trying to rush the passer. There's 12 seconds left on the clock in the first quarter, and looks like they're just going to let the clock run out.
2-1. End of the first quarter here at Albert Gallatin. Your Plum Mustangs are up on the Colonials 21-7. Great first half by the Mustangs, am I right?
Especially
Evan?
the defense. They've been capitalizing all the mistakes Albert Gallatin's made, getting some big plays off of it.
With the defense have two turnovers and 1 touchdown, it's much better than what they've been playing in the last week. But then again, this is a lower ranked team, but you still got to give the guys credit for playing hard and making big plays.
And if they can keep this up, this is how you gain momentum for the rest of the season. You start getting a little bit of confidence. Like I had said at the very onset of this, you get a little bit of enthusiasm. That leads into the effort, as Jimmy Schropp had told me. That leads into, snowballing to bigger and bigger things happening. They got a couple games left after this, and a good shot to still make some noise here. But we still have a lot of football to play in this one.
Yep. 3 quarters left.
What a great start, though. 21-7. Mustangs in front.
Defense looked a little bit shaky on the first Colonials drive. They were giving up bad penalties, and they gave up a big play. But now they just come back and showed us that they can really play defense here.
That looks like it's going to be close, guys. Let's see where they spot it. Oh, they're moving the chains.
First down.
Will have first and 10 for the 32-yard line with 11:45 left in the half.
See if the Colonials try to throw the ball again here, maybe even a quarterback keeper or scramble, bootleg of some sort. They're running the ball effectively. Let's see if they try to mix it up a little bit.
Rough whistles here.
Delay a game here for the Colonials. 5-yard penalty, so that will be first and 15 yards here.
That'll be a first down and 15 for Albert Gallatin from their own 27-yard line.
Looks like it was an inside handoff to number 24, Christian Stone. Pickup of 2 yards, and there was tackled there by Akil Washington.
The yard replay brings up second down and 14.
Pitch to number 24, Christian Stone, taken there by a loss of 3 yards there, so that'll be a 3rd down and 17 yards here.
And you would think they'd have to take a shot here, maybe?
Yeah, I agree with that. They haven't had much, besides their first possession, their first offensive possession, they haven't had much success with the run game, let alone anything on the offense. So they might try to take a chance downfield maybe with a 3rd and 17, or just try to get as much yards back on the run so it would be a more doable punt to put the Mustangs in worse field position. Timeout there by Albert Gallatin with 10 minutes and 1 second left in the second quarter. Your Mustangs are up 21-7.
Ten minutes and 1 second left here in the second quarter. 3rd and 16. Ball on the 26. Mustangs lead 21-7.
Albert Gallatin lines up with 10 minutes left here in the second quarter. It's
Pass
gonna air it
deep.
out.
Long ball.
And
Oh,
In and out of the hands of number 1, Billy Guzzi. He had a chance, but looks like it went through his hands and hit his face mask and popped up for a loose ball.
Nice thing is the Mustang defenders, they're right in position, and they did not take a penalty. We didn't get the pass interference call there. So not a big deal, as we are going to get excellent field position out of this.
Number 32, Nathan Sutton, is back to kick for the Colonials, and then number 2, Reed Martin, is back to receive for the Mustangs. Punt is up, very short punt as it hits. Looked like it hit one of the Colonials, but I guess not. It takes a Colonial bounce for about 8 yards there.
All right, we'll see what Linhart and the offense can do. This is going to be the first time they have a little bit more room to operate. Last time, remember, they were up around their 30-yard line. Let's see what happens now when they got a little bit more space.
If I can remember, this is probably, I think, the first offensive possession the Mustangs have in with more than 40 yards to the end zone.
That's correct.
it'll be interesting to see if they keep relying on the run like they have this season, or if they try to air it out.
Hunter drops out for the pass.
Right there.
Completed there to number 14. I do not believe that was the right call, because Hunter Linhart made the pass, so he could not have caught it.
Secondly, number 14, Tristan Robinson of the Colonials. Gain of 8 on the play, becomes 2nd down and 2 for the Mustangs. Always places the 46-yard line of Plum.
Hunter throws it. That's
Pass
caught.
completed there.
That looks to be
Number 7, Max Matulski there.
Catch is made by number 7, Maximus.
And I could have been wrong, but it almost looked like the Albert Gallatin defender was lined up on the offensive side, so they were lined up off sides.
Yeah, he definitely was. Refs just didn't see it.
With the catch, takes it down to the Colonial 26-yard line, where the Mustangs will have 1st and 10 with 8:49 left in the half.
Run up the middle to Jimmy Schropp for a nice gain of almost 12 yards.
Almost stayed on his feet, but they just got him at the last second.
Jimmy Schrupp, a very enthusiastic Mustang about this game, and with his first possession.
And the Mustangs will have first and 10 from the 13-yard line of the Colonials.
Hunter Linhart takes the shotgun snap, gives it to Jimmy Schrupp, and he runs it in for a Mustang touchdown of about a 13-yard run. So that is a Mustang touchdown, which brings the lead up to 27-7 here with 8 minutes and 9 seconds left.
In the first half.
A great run there, downhill running, but also give it to the line. There was a lot of room for him to run and gain that momentum, and Jimmy went cruising into the end zone.
Kolinkowski out. Kick is good. 28-7. Tyler Kolinkowski is 4 for 4 here tonight. Perfect so far. The Mustangs take a 3-score lead late in the first half.
I'll tell you, everything was clicking offensively there. The shortest play there, the drive, that 8-yard pass to start it off. In the pros and college, sometimes you look at that as a high-efficiency pass. It's a quick one where maybe the the corner or the safety gives you a little bit of space there, a little bit of buffer. You take that short throw. But in high school, that's a difficult throw to make sometimes. You're not putting the ball up and hoping for something. You got to really put it where it needs to be. And Hunter threw a really nice ball there, and I think that really helped start the momentum for that drive.
I agree. Good kick. It's number 25 again.
Gets to about the 22, 23-yard line.
Torrey Robinson in the carry here.
And just a heads up here, we do have 4 more shirts for sale, the blackout shirt. We have 2 double X's and 1 medium and 1 large for sale down by the bathroom.
Brady Moody with this snap, and he takes it himself for about a gain of 1 yard here. They'll bring up 2nd down and 9.
Tackle made number 52, Dave Nichols.
Brady takes a snap and pitches it off to number 2, Cole DuPont.
Tackle number there by Seth Norcutt.
Tackled there by number 24, Seth Norcutt there. Third down and 8 there for the Colonials with 6:46 left in the second quarter. Brady Moody is set under center. Number 2, Cole DuPont's behind him.
Tosses
Direct
it
pitch
number
to Cole
2,
DuPont. Lowers his shoulder in there. Good hit.
4th down now. 4th and 4.
That will bring out the punting unit there.
And then we got 4th down and 4 for the Colonials. Back to punt number 32, Nathan Sutton.
As they get ready to punt, Seth and Max were both in on the tackle there, but great job by all the Mustangs sealing off the gaps there as they almost
Very
blocked that
close
punt.
to being blocked.
That's a very high punt.
Fair catch there by number 2, Reed Martin at the
Just about the Colonials' 44-yard line.
In fairness to the punter there, the Mustangs did a great job of getting penetration, almost blocking the kick, and something that's always seemed so difficult to me, trying to block the kick but not get a roughing the punter penalty, which you see happen so often, especially in the college game. So great job there of not getting the penalty but still almost getting that block and forcing a very short high kick. Great field position again for the Mustangs to try to add to this lead before halftime.
Reed Martin is in shotgun for the Mustangs. Number 7, Max Matosi, comes under motion.
He's gonna flag coming down now. That could be a face mask.
Yeah, it looked like he grabbed him on that first attempted tackle.
Which would help the Mustangs out a lot because that was a loss of 6 yards on the play.
You could see Reed Martin's head whip around from that last tackle. Nothing intentional. It's just a hand, trying to grab something. It got caught in the face masking.
Personal foul face mask on the Colonials. 15-yard penalty.
Oh. Almost fumbled there by number 9, Logan Brooks.
Yep, dropped it, managed to pick it up before any other Gallatin players got to it. So great job by him to pick it up real fast, making sure nothing bad happened.
Great field awareness right there.
That's another thing. On a busted play, sometimes there's so much pressure to try to make something of it. A lot of the times the smart plays just don't turn over the ball, and that's what they did there.
Hunter Linhart enters back into the game for being sat out maybe 4 plays there.
Yeah, probably it's a case of trying to rest him a bit with this big of a lead.
Exactly. Takes a snap in shotgun. Drops back for the pass.
Good blocking up front. Out of the hands of Max Matosi there on the play.
As the Mustangs line up, trips to the left, Hunter takes a snap and hands it off to Jimmy Schropp.
Oh, hard hit in the head there at the end of the play.
One of the Mustangs' helmets came off. Looks to be number 50, Cooper Obel, so he has to exit the field for a play. Mustangs line up, trips to the left again. Jimmy Schropp is lined on Hunter's right side. Hunter takes a snap, drops back, looks for the pass. Goes deep to number 7, Max Matolski. Just missed him.
Good pass by Hunter. Max tried diving for it, just couldn't get his hands fully on it.
This is an interesting lineup here as number 50, Cooper Auble, lines up outside where the wide receivers are. Looked for a screen pass here as they run it up the middle to number 1, Billy Guzzi.
He's going to get caught at the line, maybe a 1-yard gain.
Third and 10 here, the Mustangs.
I'll be interested to see if the Mustangs aren't able to convert this third down, to see if they bring out Tyler Kronkowski for the field goal.
He is 4 for 4 so far on the night.
Hunter takes a snap, is getting rushed, needs to throw it away, throws it away, and is caught there.
Amazing catch.
But a fumble there.
This ball still looks like it's loose.
Amazing
wait for the ref's
catch,
call.
but a fumble near the end of the play. See who has it.
I believe Plum retained the ball there.
All right, then that's
Looking like a...
It was recovered by the Mustangs there, so that would bring up a 4th and 2.
With a little bit of playground ball there, put them in position, hopefully to get the first down.
And they are going for it as Tyler is still warming up on the sidelines. So Hunter Linhart is under center. Hands it off to number 4, Jimmy Schropp, up the middle for a first down. That moves the chains for a gain of 5 yards.
Great call there. And again, you could see the line really opening that up. Jimmy ran hard, but he had some room to run into. Look for them to take a shot in the end zone with this play, guys.
Hands the ball to number 1, Billy Guzzi, as he runs out and tries to extend for the end zone corner, but he's unable to get it. But that will move the chains for a 1st and goal.
nice running by Billy Guzzi.
A good misdirection there. I saw the wide receiver split out to the left there. Thought they might try something over on that side. They ran it to the opposite side and got a nice game.
I would expect to see a run play here. Yes.
Runs the ball off to Billy Guzzi, but he's immediately taken down there by number 11, Brady Moldy.
Yeah, but
Moody.
Gallatin got 3 people through the line really quickly there. Looks like they just had the play countered.
That will bring up a 2nd and goal here with the score 28-7, our Mustangs, with 1 minute and 10 seconds left to go in the first half. Takes a snap and hands it off to number 1, Billy Guzzi, as he tries to break the corner.
Flag on the play.
Flags come out. That is a holding on the Mustangs, as it is accepted.
Going to move them back to their 19-yard line, looks like.
Mustangs take a timeout there with 47.9 seconds left in the first half. Mustangs up 28-7.
2nd and 19, obviously not ideal, but when you back up a little bit, you get to use more of the field here. Sometimes it gets a little tough when you're in tight there, so you pretty much have the entire playbook open at this point.
I'll be interested to see what they do because the Mustangs do receive the kickoff in the second half to start it out. So I'll be interested if the clock runs down to see if they'll just let it expire and go into the locker room satisfied with what they have, or if they go for the end zone, keep trying to chug along and keep raising up the score.
.47 seconds left in the first half.
Hunter takes the shotgun snap, looks deep into the end zone for a wide open. It is incomplete there, just overthrew him a little bit.
Fairness there, you got to make sure that ball gets over the hands of the defender, so he had to put a little bit of height and zip on it there. Just sailed a tiny bit.
That does stop the clock, though. So it will be a 3rd and 19.
Hunter Linhart rolls out left or right.
Throws the ball away there just to get it out.
Looks like the kicking unit is coming out here as Tyler Kwiatkowski trots onto the field. The refs are huddled up there, and I think they're discussing maybe a intentional grounding, maybe? And that it is an intentional grounding there on the Mustangs. Fourth down here, 19, as Tyler Kwiatkowski lines up for the kick.
And back the attempting field goal will be number 23, Tyler Kwiatkowski.
And the kick is up.
And kick is up.
And good.
That's good.
Great kick there
Second
to extend the lead 31-7 here.
So Albert Gallatin gets one more shot with 32 seconds left. Matt, do you think they're going to go for a big play here, try to get something on the board, or just kneel it in the quarter?
If I were them, I feel like they would decide on what the Mustangs do with their kickoff. They send it deep, and if number 25 or 24, Christian Stone and Torrey Robertson, get the kickoff, get good field position, I think they might go for it. As they are down 24 points here.
It's a big league to overcome, but it is still possible for them, so I believe they should at least try to get something.
I agree, too. Because, as I said earlier, the Mustangs do receive the second half kickoff.
Yeah.
That was the second Mustangs field goal made all season. First they made last week. Tyler Kwiatkowski is, I believe, 5 for 5 on kicks tonight.
And the Mustangs do. They kick it deep. Taken there by 25, Torrey Robinson. And he is taken down there at the Colonials' 26-yard line. 24 seconds left. So I don't know. Maybe they do go for it.
Well, we'll see here.
If I were them, I would go for it. But that's why they don't hire me the big bucks to be their coach.
Yeah.
Brady Moody lines up under center. Handoff up the middle to number 2, Colin Dubont.
And
I
looks
believe
like
that will run out the time there.
Yeah, 10 seconds. They're just taking their time now. Unless they try to get one
They
more
did
quick.
do a hurry-up offense there. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. They get the snap off. Brady Moody runs out to the end and is tackled there for a first down, but that does not matter as the time expires, and that is the end of the half there. Your score, 31 Mustangs to 7 Colonials.
Great play in the first half by the Mustangs, especially their defense, taking advantage of Albert Gallatin's mistakes. Okay, we apologize for that technical error. So hopefully the Mustangs can keep up that play in the second half. Stay tuned now to listen to the Plum Mustangs as well as the Albert Gallatin Colonial marching bands.
Good evening. The Plum Mustang Marching Band is proud to join musicians all around the globe who are celebrating the great Leonard Bernstein Centennial this year. We are celebrating in one of the best ways we know how. The show with the music from the iconic West Side Story. The show debuted on Broadway in 1957 and was soon followed by a 1961 film adaptation. The band is under the direction of Bethany Lloyd. Assistant directors are Michael Buckstein and Megan Maseko. Pit instruction is handled by Caleb Gray, while the band front is expertly coached by Christine Andrews, Jessica Clark, Laura DeVecchio, Jenny Besta, Sam Passarello, Sue Ellen Wiles, and Amy Kirchner. Tonight, we like to be in America. today's fast-paced world, one important lesson from West Side Story always holds true. It never hurts to just sit back, relax, and play it cool. West Side Story is based on Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet, but instead of the Montagues and the Capulets, features the heated disputes between the Sharks and the Jets. The band presents one gang's expression of loyalty in their next piece, the Jet Song. There's a place for us, all right, and it happens to be right here on this field. When we perform together, you could say that we are playing with one heart. We thank you for your attention, and happy centennial to Leonard Bernstein.
Everything else
It's proud to present the Colonial Marching Band. This year's band is under the production of Mr. C.J. Gerso, Assistant Director and Percussion Lead Wyatt Wilson, Auxiliary Instructor Edward Bulldog, Brass Instructor Chaz Gibson, and Drum Makers Ramona Thompson and Nathaniel Gibson. This year's show features some of our staff members' favorite pop songs. Tonight you will hear 24 Karat Magic, The Greatest, and Bye Bye Bye, with a percussion feature performed by the fabulous AGHS Drumline.
Test it out, getting it is not right now. I didn't do it too much, just that was a good move. Because I could barely do anything.
Wrestling. That was pretty cool. Guy sound like a wrestling announcer. It's pretty cool.
Pretty cool. Sunday, monster truck. Looks good.
Were you like echoing? I'm not a huge fan. I like the one with the candies and I like it in action. Sounds good. Okay, we're back, getting ready to begin the second half of this game. Garrett, any thoughts on the first half of this?
Well, the Mustangs played great. They had a few passes that went over the heads of the receivers, but other than that, the defense was great, the offense was great, and they're up. It really shows in the scoreboard since they're up here 31-7 on the Gallatin Colonials. Great half played by them so far. Let's see if they can maintain that and walk out of here with the W.
Yeah, the offense is doing really well, but I think the main story has been the defense so far. Really coming out of their shell, getting those 2 turnovers, constant sacks, putting a lot of pressure on the quarterback. Overall, doing all the things you need to do to be up like this. And I think they have the ability to maintain it here in the second half.
You could tell it was going to be a good game for the Mustangs when they opened with that return for a touchdown kick, and that's what it's been so far.
Yeah, if I'm being honest, after Gallatin scored the touchdown and had that first drive like they did, I was pretty nervous for this game. And then Reed went out, did that, and turned everything around for us. We kept the momentum for the entire first half. And I believe we received the ball here, right?
Yes.
So it's another good shot to keep it on, keep it going.
Mm-hmm. Keep up the pace. That's what you got to do now.
As we wait the kickoff, great job as always by the Plum Band. Very, very impressive performance. And hey, Albert Gallatin too. They brought the fire twirlers out. Excellent.
Yep, that's not something you see often in a high school game.
I was very impressed by that. That was something that really captivated my attention. A lot of theatrics here. It is we believe the Colonials' homecoming game, so. We can see a blackout theme here, especially in the student section. They're looking pretty fired up for the second half. And so are the teams.
The way that Albert Gallatin has their stadium set up, they got a kind of short bleacher section, so all the sound here gets amplified from everyone being so close together. I'm sure you can hear it on the broadcast here.
Yeah.
It's very unique atmosphere compared to most of the high schools around here.
And 1 minute winding down here to the start of the second half.
Yep, both teams down in their huddles, just getting the official play calls out.
Mustangs are going to receive the kick, and let's see if Reed Martin can make some opening game magic like he did in the very first quarter.
Has been played.
Number 32 for the Colonials, Nathan Sutton to kick off here. Nice kick.
Yep, skied up to 10-yard line for the Mustangs.
Looks like Logan Brooks or Billy Gussie is here taking it.
Yep, went right through the first wave of Albert Gallatin players, got to about the 35.
Carry ball number 1, William Guzzi to start the second half.
If you notice, the Mustangs in the first half were passing a lot more than they have in the past few games. It's good to see that. Still having some overthrows, but the connections have been there for the most part.
I agree. That's great to see them, their passing offense work almost as well as it did in the first game of the season against the Highlands Golden Rams.
Yeah, they've been leaning on the run seemingly a bit too much during their losing streak they've been on. So it's good to see them change it up a bit. Linhart back and hands it off to, looks like.
That's Jimmy Schropp there on the carry.
Gain of 14, 15 yards there. Gets tripped up just before making it to midfield almost. But they're going to give it to him on the Albert Gallatin side of the ball.
Great work by the offensive line there. They made a big hole for him to run through there.
And after one play, the Mustangs are already in Colonial territory. One man in motion after the snap, and they're going to hand it off again. Tries staying on his feet, but gets knocked down after about a gain of 5 or 6 yards.
So this is my first game seeing them live this year. Would you guys say that Billy's more of like the shifty runner, and then you'd have the like rumbling downhill style Jimmy Schropp? Is that fair to say?
Yeah, I mentioned that in the past few games. It's almost like a Mark Ingram, Alvin Kamara type of dynamic. You got the one guy duking around everybody, spinning off, and then you got Jimmy. He's just going to pound right through them.
Yeah, last week I compared it to Jerome Bettis and Willie Parker of 2006, with Willie Parker being Billy Guzzi with the shifty style, and Jerome being Jimmy with the pounded grind style.
And there's Jimmy right there getting the first down for the Mustangs. For the Mustangs, if they can get one more touchdown, that's going to put the mercy rule in effect against Albert Gallatin, meaning the clock is just going to continuously run throughout.
Unless it's change of possession or timeout. Reed Martin on the right side here. Linhart throws to him, but he can't get there in time. And it bounces off his hand. Brings up second down.
They line up with 3 on one side once again. Linhart still in the shotgun. And they were handed off again.
Ooh.
And Guzzi's going to get a gain of about a 6-yard gain there. Hoping the announcer would say something, but didn't get the yardage on there. So it's going to be 3rd down and 3 now for the Mustangs.
A lot of extra yardage there after breaking that tackle.
If I'm them, I bring in Jimmy Schropp, the powerful running back, and let the O-line do its work like it's been doing for most of the game so far, and get that first down. Which is what they do.
Spins out of one tackle, and I believe he got the first down there. And they were moving the chains.
Just as I predicted, Jimmy gets the first down and moves the chains to bring the ball on the 23-yard line of Albert Gallatin.
Effective use of the spin move there, too. A lot of times you'll see people spin just for the sake of spinning. That one actually spun out of a tackle, and that's exactly why you want to do that, either for misdirection or to spin out of a tackle, and ended up getting some extra yards because of that, not just for show.
Yeah, overall, a great run by Schropp there. And Linhart takes a high snap back for a pass. Gets rushed, quick pass, and it's incomplete.
Seems to be a flag down now.
Yep, trying to see what this is for because I didn't notice anything on the play there. So it looked like a holding call on the Mustangs. And my apologies, that was an interception by Albert Gallatin on that play there. Looked like as he fell down, he didn't hold on to it, but they will take over the ball at their own 23-yard line. And first play is going to be a sack. I couldn't tell if it was a fumble or a quick handoff there.
Fumble on the play.
Is a fumble. Ref's trying to see who the ball is going to. Albert Gallatin retains the football.
Well, I guess nice play by them to recover the football to make sure they don't give up something huge there.
It's also a great job by the Mustangs to get through there because they got to the quarterback before he could even start the handoff.
Second down.
So it's a 2nd down and 28 for Albert Gallatin now. Oh, 18.
And heavy sack in the backfield, number 11 is Brady Moody. Back on the play, you're going to go 51. You don't have a name.
Seems to be an injured Colonial in that play near the back.
Yeah, trainers coming out to check on him. Albert Gallatin had another player go down earlier in this game. Luckily for Plum, they haven't had any injuries in the middle of their streak there. That was an issue for them.
Yeah, especially losing their 2 running backs near the start of the season, Preston Sunday and Jimmy Schropp was lost in the Gateway game.
Yeah, Preston is dressed for this game. I don't think he's seen much, if any, action in this yet. So it's a 3rd down and 27 on Albert Gallatin's own 1-yard line here. It'll be interesting to see if they play it safe just to go for the punt or if they're going to try to go for the 1st down here. Because with the Mustangs, if one man gets across the line, then this could be a safety. And the Mustang does get behind the line, and that's going to be a safety for the Mustangs. Is it? I can't tell. Yeah, the Mustangs believed it was a safety there, but they're going to say the ball is marked just in front of the goal line.
Back punt will be number 32, Nathan Sutton.
Garrett, could you tell where the ball was at all?
I did not get a good view of where it went.
Looked like most of the block was inside of the end zone, so I don't fully agree with that, but I might, from back here, can't see a good view. So they're going to have to go with a short snap on this punt now.
Mustangs blocked a punt earlier in the year against the Highlands. Let's see if they can do it here
Breakthrough.
again.
And they do. It's still going to go to about the 35-yard line off the bounces. So the Mustangs once again start with great field position.
Where Plum will have 1st and 10 with 6:34 left in the quarter.
The offense comes back out wearing the Mustangs' ever popular white-on-white uniforms.
So far, I believe, Evan, you said they have not won any games in their white uniforms or away games. So let's see if they can end both those streaks here tonight.
Yep.
High snap there.
And
Billy Guzzi.
going to get through almost the 1st down. Think about a yard or 2 short.
Good run there.
So it's going to be 2nd and 2 now on the 26-yard line. Just over 6 minutes left in the 3rd quarter.
Ball will be placed at the 26-yard line for Colonial.
Albert Gallatin crossed the plane really early on that line, on that play, but luckily the Mustangs still managed to get the first down off the run.
Antonio Pepper and number 7, Julius Dawson. And took a Mustang first down, ball against the Colonial 42-yard line.
So as the Mustangs line up for this play, we are rejoined by Matt Carroll now.
How are you guys?
Matt, what do you think so far?
Well, I think the Mustangs are just have their feet back under them for what I haven't seen since week 1, which is a very good sight to see here.
Schwab there trucks a man, but there's a flag on the play. They're going to call that a personal foul on the Mustangs, so that's going to move them back 15 yards. They didn't say exactly what it was for, but either way, not a good sign as they now have to move back to their 29-yard line.
Takes us now out, runs with it.
Looks to me like that was number 10, Hubner.
The backup quarterback.
Now, I don't know if we mentioned this all night, but for those of you, I'm sure you guys have seen already, it's the third quarter, but they're wearing white on white for almost every single away game this year.
Yeah, we had this whole discussion about that right before we hopped on the mic.
Yeah,
It's a broadcaster's nightmare.
exactly. Hand off to number 4, Jimmy Schropp.
Goes up the middle. He's got to be short of the first down.
Number 6, Dylan Shea, number 10, Antonio Pepper.
So it's going to be 3rd down and 2 now.
After the run, it'll bring up 3rd down and 2 for the Mustangs. Ball at the 14-yard line of the Colonial.
Think they might run this up the middle unless Albert Gallatin blows it up in the backfield. We've usually been able to convert these, except we got
flag
maybe a
down.
false start.
And the Mustangs are going to get an automatic first down off this penalty on Albert Gallatin. So it's now 1st and goal on the 9-yard line.
Well, hey, that makes a lot of sense. Like I was saying, the only way they've been able to stop the run has been blowing it up in the backfield there, so they might have been trying to get that jump, and their timing was just a little bit off there.
I agree there. Hunter takes a snap, hands it off to Billy.
Billy
Rushes in for the touchdown, Mustang touchdown.
And this will be their highest scoring game all season. Winning now 37-7. 3:38 in the 3rd quarter.
It's very nice to see the offense clicking, how you could see they had the potential to do during the games that they weren't scoring.
I agree there. You saw in the first week how they're able to convert, and you just haven't seen it since then. So it's very nice to see that as Tyler Klonkowski kicks it up through the uprights for the score to be 38-7 with 3 minutes and 38 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter.
Tyler Kolonkowski himself having a great night. He's 6 for 6 on kicks.
It's great to see because our kicking game has been one of the struggles during our losing streak.
What a great job he's doing tonight. I mean, that's difficult to nail that many. Excellent
agree.
job so far by Tyler. You know, obviously the line giving him time there to do that. And going back to our offensive line there too, guys, what a great job they've been doing. Another huge hole for Billy to run through on that last touchdown. Great vision on Billy's part to keep, finding that, where that hole was going to keep opening up down the field to the end zone. And our Mustangs are up 38-7 with 3:38 remaining in the third quarter.
I agree with that, and I like the shout out to our offensive line because a lot of the times they are overlooked and everything. So for them to have a good game here, we had to have showed them some love.
Also, props to the Mustangs on the snapping. That's been an issue with some drop snaps. There have been a couple high ones, but they've been within range for Linhart to grab them. So luckily we weren't losing any yards or possessions on that one. No matter how good your running backs are, they won't be able to do anything without a solid offensive line.
Absolutely.
So the kick's going to go out to about the 3-yard line. And chased down at around the 22-yard line.
Gallatin takes over the ball at looks to be their 24-yard line. Takes a snap and hands it up the middle for about a gain of 1 yard. Brought down there by what looks to be 24, Seth Norcutt.
It's only a 1 yard gain on the play.
Number 51 and number 2, Reed Martin.
It might be part of the JV. Yeah. We've had some JV people get promoted, so it's probably unfair.
Bad pitch there, but very good way to recover and take it down for, was a loss of about 5 yards, but difference between a fumble recovery and a fumble gain. So that brings up third and about 16, 15 yards here.
Yeah, the broken play just cost Abbott Gallatin there.
Something I've been looking at in the past couple plays, guys, even though we're wrapping up the guys, we're tackling them, you can still see when a couple guys have them, you still see people reaching for that ball in there, trying to cause a fumble almost. So, they're still hungry out there. They still want to get those turnovers.
Drops back for the pass, but is immediately taken down there.
Yeah, quarterback tried to rush there, but there was nowhere he could go.
Tackled there by number 72, Evan Rosario. There's an injured player there on the field.
Injured Colonial on the play.
Yeah, this is the third Abbott Gallatin player to go down in this game. You never like seeing it. It was bringing me back to the Connellsville game where after the start of the second half, everyone was dropping.
Almost every other play, people were dropping like flies.
Yeah.
Guy had to have an IV bag.
Although this is completely different conditions. It's a very cool night out tonight. As Connellsville was a very warm night, so a lot of these are probably different types of injuries. Just overheard the announcer talking. The player on the field, number 60, was already wearing a knee brace entering the game. So,
Yeah, number 60.
and he's limping
yeah,
off the
Looks
field,
like
so
he
that's
is
a very
limping off
scary
the
to
field
see.
to that.
Dylan Thomas. Well, it's good to see he's going off somewhat. Well, he's walking.
He's at least on his own power, so
Yeah,
either way, a very scary sight to see.
keeping off the pressure.
Either way now, 4th and 21 for Albert Gallatin. Looks like they're going to try to punt it again on a short snap. And it's
Oh,
skied,
very
but
high.
not very far forward.
Oh, but it does take a nice bounce to
And
about the 35.
once again, Mustang starting from almost identical field position as the last drive.
And once again, the ball takes a nice roll in favor of the Colonials.
Yeah, that ball in the air only went like 10, 15 yards, but it rolled another 15 on top of it.
Yeah. So they got lucky there.
Handoff to number 4, Jimmy Schraub. Breaks one tackle, heads out into the corner, and keeps going.
Truck's another man.
Like we said, he's the powerful running back of the Mustangs.
Looks for a gain of about 20 yards.
Carry on number 4, James Crop. Puts out of bounds on number 25, Corey Robinson.
Mustangs now 1st and 10 on their own, on the Albert Gallatin's 13. And they're going to hand it off again.
I think that was
Did
to
the ball come out there?
I didn't notice it pop out.
I think it
so-
did. The entire
Right.
Albert Gallatin's team is pointing that it's their ball.
Yeah.
And tackle made by number 10, Antonio Effort. You have an injured player on the field.
Another man is injured.
Yeah, for Albert Gallatin, but he
think
gets
that's-
up pretty quickly. No word yet on who has possession of the ball. And the refs are signaling it's Albert Gallatin's. So there was a fumble on that play. And they're going to take over on their own 6-yard line.
So it's kind of neat to give our viewers at home a little perspective here. We're set up in the booth. I'm actually by one of our newer monitors that we have here, so I was able to see that play a little bit up closer. I'm watching the work that our cameraman Garrick Poe is doing tonight. And just could see the ball squirt out a little bit at the end there. Albert Gallatin picked it up. They'll take over.
Goes for a quick handoff, once again stuffed at the line. Maybe a gain of 1 or 2.
No, guys, but fumble aside, if you started running backs from the Mustangs tonight in your fantasy game, you're pretty happy right now. A lot of
Yeah.
yards on the ground, touchdown so far from both of them tonight, as well as actually Reed also.
Yeah.
He's popping in there in some Wildcat plays.
Mm-hmm.
He's a very dynamic player. We saw him on the kick returns and on defense. And last week he was doing some pretty far kicking for the Mustangs.
Yeah, punting work. He's basically a Swiss Army knife in that he could play a lot of different positions. He's very can move around positions a lot, not limited to just one skill. So picked off.
Intercepted there by number
And
7, Max Matulski, and he
that's-
takes that in for a pick 6.
That's his second pick 6 of the game.
Actually, second defensive touchdown. The first one was a fumble recovery.
My apologies on that one.
It's all good.
Albert Gallatin behind that had a man wide open. Based
it
on the
was
throw,
tipped on the
yeah, it
line,
looked like
yeah.
it got tipped based on the projection of the ball.
That is, I think, his 4th touchdown of the season and 2nd defensive touchdown.
He had his first 2 receiving in the first game, so it's good to see him getting back on the score.
Yeah.
And that's going to put the mercy rule into effect for Albert Gallatin now with 10 seconds left in the 3rd quarter.
Another thing I saw that happened to be the 3rd time it happened tonight. Our Mustangs need to be careful in their celebrations, as for the third time, they go up to chest bump, and they take each other out by accident. So you can't have an injury on your own player, so.
Speaking of fantasy players today, Kolinkowski nails another one there.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep. That's 7 for 7 now on the night. Great work by Kolinkowski today.
Yep, great job of him stepping up as our primary kicker, Josh Cummings, told me earlier today that he's out for the season with a separated shoulder. So it's great to see Kolinkowski come in and step up. Kickoff goes
kick
into
to
the end zone,
Back of the end zone. Going to be a touchback.
which means Albert Gallatin will be taking over from the 25-yard line.
And that concludes our third quarter here as our Mustangs are leading Albert Gallatin 45-7.
It's not pretty good.
Mustangs carried that momentum they had in the first half into the second half. It's great to see as they keep on rolling in this game.
Evan, if you're the Mustangs here, would you bring out your backup players on the bench to get them reps in this game since they're up ahead so far?
Yeah, I feel like with the lead as big as you got, give Jacob Miller a shot in there, see what he can do. Maybe even Ryan Hubner as the backup quarterback.
Yep.
Because as those two are going to have to take over next week, next year, sorry. Hunter Leonhardt in his senior year.
Yeah, it'll be a competition for next year's spot between Ryan Hubner and Jacob Miller, the freshman.
I agree with that. Another thing that the Mustangs need to do after this game and into the next week is carry on this momentum, because this game and the next week have very huge playoff implications if the Mustangs are able to hold on tonight with the lead and win next week against Latrobe at home. It sets them up for a decent position to squeeze into that 4-5 spot and for the playoffs. Pass there.
Screen pass. Number 2, Cole DuPont.
Look a little bit shy of the first down.
Going off what you were just saying before, one of the big takeaways from this game and the encouragement going forward is it's been all three facets of the game tonight. Offense, defense, and special teams. You usually don't see all three come together like this, but excellent. If they can keep it rolling in all three facets like that, again, you're looking at a team who could squeak in at the end.
And also, luckily for the Mustangs, that last few weeks have been probably some of the hardest game schedules that you'll ever see, taking on 3 of the top-ranked teams in the state.
Yep.
Penn Trafford, McKeesport, and Gateway.
Ball comes loose as they dive on it.
Hard to tell who has
And
the
that
ball.
will be the Mustangs' ball. So another forced fumble
will.
there.
It's the 4th or 5th turnover of the night by the Plum Mustangs defense. Yeah, it's being told now it is the 5th. That is just great play by the defense tonight.
And every one of these plays are coming when they get the ball deep into Albert Gallatin's zone, because they're getting the ball on the 24-yard line.
Nice to see our band and our dancing team take on the "I Believe" chant for the game, as our student section was not able to travel the hour and 30 minutes out here.
I talked to one of my friends who's actually in band today, Toby.
Timeout, Plum.
He told me that loves coming to the games, and one of his favorite parts of the night is the "I believe that we will win" chants.
One of the best things I saw last year, guys, from a teacher perspective, and I don't know that I would have had the maturity to do this when I was in high school, but filming a basketball game with the TV crew last year, Matt, I don't remember if it was you, but I know Jesse Frew came up, where you might have been at this game. There was a bunch of elementary school kids in the top of the bleachers.
I do remember that. Yeah,
you were at that game, and I think you and her had come up, and they were having such a great time at the game and being so enthusiastic, inviting them down with the student section to cheer. Those guys, like, their faces lit up.
I do remember that. That was against Hempfield. I was actually playing in that game, and the atmosphere that the little kids created was just insane.
That's right. You were playing there. And, yeah, Jesse Frew, I remember, came up, and I don't remember who else, but someone else came up and invited them down, and it was just such a great thing for, our high school students to do. Again, would I have had the maturity in high school to, like, think to go up there and invite these kids down? I'm not sure. They did it, and those kids had a great time, and it was an electric atmosphere. So come on out and cheer on your Mustangs. Whatever sport it is, it does make a big difference. I know that from playing in high school at different athletics, and I know you guys know that as well. Makes a big difference.
Plum Mustangs basketball is also going to be broadcast on here following the conclusion of the football season. So Abbott Gallatin now has a 3rd and 1 on their own 15-yard line. And nope, that's Mustangs ball. My apologies. 3rd and 1 for us. Goes with a handoff, but he's caught behind the line.
Handoff there to number 9, Logan Brooks, for about a loss of 4 yards. 4 yards.
So it's
4th and 6 here, and the Mustangs will stay on the offensive side.
So Tyler Kolonkowski coming out. Nope, they're actually going to go for it. I thought I saw the special teams running out, but and that's going to be false start.
Bringing them back 5 yards. That'll be a 4th and 11.
Looks like the ref's calling stoppage again.
Looks like that was a timeout by the Mustangs.
Yep, I think they're going to bring in the kicking team now.
Well, I think they're bringing in the
Unless they're just bringing in
the
the backups.
JV team.
Yeah, I guess giving the underclassmen a shot. 4th and 11.
And the kicking team. 23, Tyler Kolonkowski is out there with holder number 14, Hunter Linhart.
So Kolonkowski 7 for 7 today. So let's see if he can make it 8.
For about a 42-yard field goal here, which he has made earlier in the game. So let's see if he's able to make it 8 for 8.
And it's going to be just short.
I think it was blocked there.
You're going to be wide left because there was a lot of pressure that came in, so he had to hurry up and kick that off. But
couldn't fully tell, but it looked like Abbott Gallatin might have gotten at least a bit of a hand on that one.
Yeah,
I
I think it was number 24 there. I thought I saw it ricochet off his hand a little bit. That'll still make Tyler Kolonkowski 7 for 8 on the night, which is a fantastic stat.
Nonetheless, Abbott Gallatin gets the ball on their own 20-yard line now with just under 7 minutes left in the game.
It does look like Plum has sent out their either JV or their younger teammates, but is also being led by free safety number 3, James Rose Sr. So they do have some experience, but also some inexperience on the defense. As they pitch it, Abbott Gallatin pitches it out for about a gain of 4 yards there. Taken down by number 3, James Rose.
So it's going to be 2nd and 5 now.
A whole swarm of tacklers there to get number 4.
Even late in the game here, the defense didn't bite a bit there. Albert Gallatin put a man in motion, and then they tried to run the ball right up the middle. Mustangs were still ready for it, so they are not, they're not taking their eye off the ball here. A lot of these guys are in at the end of the game. They want to impress too. This is their shot to play, and so far they're living up to it.
Pitch there. Nice open field tackle there by number 11, Jackson Marzek.
Number 8 with the carry there, that's Bruno Fabricki.
He was able to shed off the wide receiver blocker and just lower his shoulder and take out the legs, wrap up the legs.
Nice.
They'll bring up a 4th and 2 for the Colonials with 4 minutes and 24 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Mustangs leading 45-7. Takes a snap, quarterback sneak. Looks like he does get the first down.
Moves the chains.
So Albert Gallatin, after a pretty long huddle, lines up. Carry there for about 2 or 3 yards. They're going to pitch it again here.
Tackled there by Mason Humphrey, number 25. 3rd and a long 1, it looks to be, or 3rd down and 2, actually. Albert Gallatin takes the snap, pitches it off again. Turns the sideline for a large gain of about 20, 15 yards right there.
That's number 28, Caleb Lang on the carry.
Got around the offensive line and showed that speed that he has.
It's a good, decent chunk of yardage on that play.
So as the timer crosses a minute left in this game, Gallatin
Looks to put more, just one
Takes
more.
a snap, drops
score.
back for the pass, throws it deep, and intercepted.
By the Mustangs.
and that seemingly will end the game here.
Yep. Time is going to run out.
If anything, the Mustangs should just take a knee here, so. And that's going to end it.
And that will end the game as time runs out. Plum 45 and Albert Gallatin 7. What a way for our Plum Mustangs to come back, especially after some hard-fought losses last week against Penn Trafford on our homecoming game, to come back and just fight and grind out for this win. So hopefully we can take this momentum into next week against Latrobe and maybe squeeze into the playoffs there.
Yeah, Mustangs are still not technically eliminated. If they can keep up
No,
playing like
sir.
that, they do have a lot better shot than they've seemed to after the past few weeks. So at this point, it's just keep the momentum rolling. Keep on doing what you're doing.
Aside from the first possession of the game, I've seen the Mustangs play a lot smarter than they've played in the past couple of weeks. They played real smart. They gave up that many dumb penalties, and the defense got it done, the offense got it done, and they just put on a good show for us here as they get their first week since week 1 against the Highlands Golden Rams. It's fantastic play by the Mustangs tonight.
And that will do it for us for the TV production crew as our night is wrapped up. Plum Mustangs finish the game 45-7. Have a nice night, everybody.